Monday. We are so hot. Welcome, welcome. Happy Memorial Day, Manic Monday, and to all of our service people, thank you for your service. The U.S. of A. It does not mean anything if I wear something that says USA. I was born in the USA. Bruce Springsteen was born in the USA. Both from Jersey, by the way. And I have to tell you something. I had lunch for the first time. Breakfast, actually, with someone. I never do breakfast. And please never ask me for coffee. Because I can buy an entire package for the amount for a cup of coffee. All right? But that's not the point. I was wearing a shirt that said USA, and I realized I can't wear that because they'll get you in trouble. But now, hey, it's Blaga! That's right! Make America black again! They have changed it all! Yo, this Negro went uptown funky walk, he went uptown funk. Yo, Trump was in the Bronx. Y'all don't even know what that means. The cops don't come there to Fort Apache. They let people die up in Fort Apache.
The Bronx?
And they don't let, and he got up there.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna say I've never been there, I'm just saying, you know, I like to be there because the cops don't come there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick up something you're supposed to be picking up, you're not supposed to be picking up. Listen, this is a special night, it always is a special night, but it's a special night because this is where we have a stand-up joint where you can feel free to do, you know, have fun, do what you wish to do. Do know that if you don't give your name clearly at the end along with your handle clearly at the end, when someone calls back and asks, I can't do all that anymore, and I'm getting tired. Especially when they say the white guy. I can't do it with the white guy. Come on in. Hello there, handsome.
Hello.
Listen, I saw a video of me, Albert, and I was like, who is this old white woman trying to look young with this straight hair? And it was me. And I had to cut that. Or wear it this way. It just does not make sense. All right. We got Eamon here. We got everybody here. And I want to just really say welcome back. Jason Hamlin has been out. Your producer's been out. He's been out ill, but he's back. And he's ready for you. And of course, let's give a new introduction to Jackie, who is coming on board. Jackie! And of course, I bow to your comedy concierge, the one and only Samantha Linderman. And it's going to be an exciting evening because Samantha is going to definitely take hold of this evening. Just remember, when people tell you you're funny, you probably are. If you want to meet for a one-on-one, or if you want to do the way we do this thing, it's just like, you got to do it. And you got to know that I'm serious about it. And you can't just call any time of night and say, let me run this past you. You know, you just can't. I can't do that. Just commit, and you'll see what happens. It's a beautiful thing that happens here. It's not often you have a place right here in the center of town, right here by Westwood, Brentwood, Hollywood, whatever, that you can do something like your self-taping and your voiceovers and all that. And that's what these people are here for. So if you love us, let us know. Follow us at LA School of Comedy. And of course, follow me at Sunda Live. And I'm going to introduce you to your host for this evening. The one and only, listen, they don't make them like this. And you know that's Sarah Silverman. So let's give it up for the one and only, Samantha Linderman. I love you, Sarah.
Give it up for Sunda Krugwitz, everybody, please. Our director, our owner, my mentor, and she's like, one of my best friends in the world. Sunda's the best. Well, I'm Sam Linderman. I'm your host tonight.
Yeah, baby. Come on.
I'm excited for the day I do see Sarah Silverman. I'm like rewatching the live. She might be. My parents came here for the first time, and they're like the biggest live stream fans. And they're like, "This is the room." And I'm like, "This is the room where it happens." Does anybody have a parent who's really into like the Amazon Alexa thing? Does anybody have a parent who's like, you have like an Amazon Alexa and a Hey Google in the room? And it's funny because like with Alexa it's like Alexa, but then with Google it's like okay Google. It's like you have to like play with Google a little bit, like Google Google needs like a little like foreplay to like turn on, you know what I mean? Like, okay Google, Hey Google, and it's like Alexa, are the lights on? Where am I? Like Alexa's really like for the people, like she's like ready. I love how all the voices are women. We all know why. I don't know. It's just easier to be like Cortana. Cortana was like the first one, but that one I feel like really didn't Cortana doesn't roll off your tongue. You know, like Cortana's like really. It's the amount of times I've said it right now, I feel uncomfortable. You know, it's like I'd never be like, it's my best friend Cortana. I'd be like, this is Court. You know what I mean? Anna. But both. I mean, that's quite a bit. That's 2 names for one just non-person. One time I had my food delivered to me in a robot and the app asked me to give it a tip. And I was like, I'll give you 3, get out of here, of my house, please. And then, so it opened up for the food. I was like, whore, no, I'm kidding. I was like, just like that. I was like, what, I give you a 3-digit pin and what, my food is for the people? I'm just saying, like, if someone could go there and maybe do 1,000 guesses and get my coffee that I could have walked to get. And that's wrong. That's not American. No, it opened up and my food was there for anybody, any math genius to get. And then it didn't close and I was like, do I close it? Like, do I ask it? I was like, hey Google. I was like, it wasn't Google. They all have names of like a dead relative of mine too, I've noticed. It's just weird when you see that and I'm like, you're just not even a thing, but like you have a name. It's just like a weird feeling for sure. One of them almost ran over my foot. I was really upset. Today, you know, my dog was pooping as it does, as dogs do. You know, everybody loves dogs until they see you with your dog, you know, that like poops like a person. I mean, she has thighs, you know what I mean? Like when she bends down, I'm like, where's the toilet? Like I know she's supposed to poop outside, it just feels wrong. She's a big dog. And she was pooping and this lady's like right by my building. And I was like, looking at her car like, is this really your whole building? I'm sorry. When she said my building, I was like, is this an apartment building? She said right by my building. And I'm like, is it your building? Because I know this is my dog. You know, like let's just stick to things that are actually our. Like, this is my dog pooping on our sidewalk, okay? Not the sidewalk, it was the grass. And I was like, I know I'm gonna pick it up. I didn't have a bag, right? No, that's bad. Like I know that's bad, but like I was gonna go get one and come back and I did. But she like, when she drove away, she drove really slow and she rolled the window down and she looked at me and I just went like this. And I had really bad thoughts, you guys. I had really, really bad thoughts about this lady. And I was like, she's gonna memorize my face, so I don't know. I just feel like I have one of those. It's a big dog too. Like she would see me. I just didn't want to get murdered. I was like, is this how I'm gonna die? It just felt like too much. Like it felt like a road rage incident, but it was like person to person, just talking. But I was like, who's gonna kill the other person? And then I was like, should I write her a message and poop? Like I had some really bad. I saw an orange cone and I was like, should I put the poop in there? Like I don't know, that was crazy. And all she said was like, are you gonna pick that up? I just felt too seen, I think is what it was. She knew I wasn't gonna, but I did anyway, and I threw it out. And I wasn't expecting applause for that, but in my head I was like, maybe there's someone else. Does anybody here have a dog?
Yeah.
There you go.
A lawn.
You have what?
A lawn.
A lawn. Oh, you have a lawn!
Ah!
Good for you. She'll poop on a lawn. You know, she'll poop on a bed of rocks. She'll poop on, not a bed, thank God. She's great. She's smarter than I am. I mean, it's funny, like, we're so, like, with dogs, we're able to be like, she's, you know, been abused by men. And she is scared. She's scared of men. If you get in her face, like, you know, like she might bark, she might bite. Can't say that about like a woman. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I can't be like, this is like my best friend, like she's scared of men, like whatever, like she might. But we should be able to. I'm just saying, like we need to show each other the same empathy that we do our animals. How could I wrap this? That's what she said. No, that wasn't supposed to land. She also said that. No. Life's been pretty good. I got my wisdom teeth out. And I know, and then they had to go back in again. It was crazy, you guys. It was like it was hilarious. There's a lot of good comedy in it. I'll save it, you know, for I gotta save it. I just gotta save it. But now my face looks, if you guys had seen me, I was doing really good Godfather impression. Come on in, it's Manic Monday, welcome. Clap it up for Anya, everybody. LA School of Comedy regulars walked right in, and he's been welcomed with warmth and missing. See wherever you'd like. It's the only open mic in town that does that. Did you guys know that? That you don't walk into other open mics and they see you before and like clap and love you. But who's ready for our first comedian of the night? Can we get some love for the people in this room, to the people watching at home? Los Angeles, I love you. This city and this art form is alive, and so am I. And who is ready for the comedy of Kenzie Foster, everybody? Let's do it!
Hey, Sam. Hey, I'm Kenzie Foster. No relation to Jodie Foster. Other than the fact that I too sometimes panic in a room. That's about it. I'll tell people my name's Kenzie, and they're like, "Oh, it's a girl's name, like a boy named Sue." And I'm like, "Oh, that's an outdated reference. 2024. Bye." But anyway, y'all ever wake up in the morning and you just not feeling it? No, not today. So you roll back over, go to bed, and then you get fired. Hasn't happened to me yet. I've only been fired once. Rage quit twice. I'll get to the firing in a minute. But y'all ever want to tell your boss, "Hey, fuck you, I quit"? I did that. I gotta do that. One of my first jobs at a car wash. I had this old boss, John O'Connell. He was an old Irishman with a short temper, and he would always scream at me to get the wheel wells, Kenzie, get the wheel wells. And we'd have this power washer, and I was like, "I'm gonna get your fucking face, man." One of these days, John. But it was weird. I forget exactly how it happened. The exact sequence, but he was screaming at me. He was trying to get me to do some kind of extra manual labor, like building something. I forget exactly what it was, but by the end of it, I threw the robe down. I was like, "Fuck you, John, you piece of shit." But I was like 17, 16 at the time, so I was like, "You piece of fucking shit." That wasn't the end of it. That wasn't the real end of it. I had to go get my paycheck later that week. And my mom she offered to go grab it for me. And I was like, "No, Mom, this is something I have to do myself." Little bit of pride. So I went in and kind of tail between my legs and approached John, and I was like, "Hey, John," and before I could get anything out, he handed me the envelope, and it usually you'll have our name on it, and then the check inside, but he wrote "piece of shit" on it and handed it to me. This is a nice gesture. We're friends now. We're cool now. All under the bridge. Good Red Hot Chili Peppers song. But yeah, that was fun. Got fired once for my very first job. I was working retail at Nike, little outlet up in Washington. Do y'all know Nike's super racist? Y'all know about that? Well, aside from the sweatshops in Asia, that's a whole thing. You're taking advantage of cheap labor. It's a business move at the end of the day. Not racially driven, but economically. But they're training. During training, they were, telling us, "Here are the kind of shoes you're going to be selling. Here's the kind of shirts. Here's kind of how to sell our shoes, the basketball ones versus the cool ones versus the whatever." But they told us, "Watch out for black people because they're more statistically likely to steal shit." This was 2012. 2011? Yeah, that they were saying this, and like I was, 12 years ago. Things have changed a lot, not a whole lot. But I was sitting there just like, something feels wrong. But there was only one black person in the room, and they were training too, and they weren't saying anything. So I was just like, I'm gonna just go along with it, I guess. Yeah, so Nike's racist. Yeah, even training in their people. Yeah, that's the only job I got fired from. But I was lazy. I was a piece of shit in that job. You know. Yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff working those jobs. Yeah, I have like 10 different jobs now. I was an umpire for a little bit. Now I'm working in finance. Finance, bro. What up? Yeah. It's you know, being a stockbroker, it's not like the Wolf of Wall Street anymore at all. Zero cocaine. Yeah, women don't. And you're like, oh, you work in finance. Boring. Yeah. Most of my colleagues are Midwestern, middle-aged, regular people with families, good people, nobody crazy, you know, none of that party shit. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm not a DJ. Just full disclosure, I'm not a DJ. Sam, if you didn't know that, I'm not a DJ. But I do like making playlists. I've been working on this one. It's called Masturbate to Music, Not Porn. Yeah, it's got some good stuff on it. First song on there, Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On. You know, I'm a little bit of a hopeless romantic. And also I actually lost my virginity while watching the Titanic. Yeah, we were bored and you know, figured spice it up a little bit. Y'all know that part of the movie where Jack lets go of the board and kind of floats away, drowns? That's when I came. Yeah. It's 2 hour 15 mark. Oh yeah. Also threw on you know, Glass Animals' Toes and song. How about what was that other? Another song called Toes. And then Jack Johnson's Bubble Toes. It's, you know, foot fetish is a big thing in the world, and you know, you gotta create the playlist for the audience, right? And yeah, it's y'all ever get a foot job? Yeah, get a good old 10-toe special. Yeah. No. Nobody? Never got a foot job? Never got a foot job? Nobody in here ever got a foot job? You got a foot job? Yeah.
All the time.
All the time?
On the red.
Right on.
Oh,
Right on.
manicure.
What?
I mean a pedicure.
Where do you get your pedicures?
It's a secret. I can't tell you, but I have to charge you.
Never mind, guys. I'm a little stressed out. I don't want to get too much into feet right now. I started this bit and I was like, I know where it's going with the foot stuff, and now that I'm in it, you know, I'm going through a breakup right now, and it's just clouding my head, and I'm not going to get a foot job anytime soon, and it's very sad for me to bring up now. Foot job's a very touchy subject in my life. Yeah. So give me a second, guys. Give me a quick timeout. I've been stressed out. Sorry, fellas, ladies. Is that the 1 minute, 2 minutes?
That's 2.
Thanks, guys. Oh yeah, no, never mind. Guys, I'm Kenzie. I'm gonna get out of here.
No, you got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I don't want to do 2 minutes.
Okay.
I'm fucking.
Come on. We haven't seen you.
I know. I'm going through some shit. I've got a girl spam calling me. It's a whole.
Oh wow.
What?
It's some crazy shit. Yeah, she like broke my car.
Oh my god.
I've been. Yeah, I've had to like. It's too much. Yeah, good.
That's okay. I'll get her.
All right.
I'll get her. Don't mess with Kenzie.
All right, bitches be crazy. All right, give it up for Sam Linderman. Come to the stage.
Crazy.
Thanks, man.
Guys, clap your hands for Kenzie one more time, everybody.
Oh, boom.
Bitches be crazy and I'm bitches.
Tripping. Tripping. like losing keys and
Okay, if
tripping.
anybody sees, what are we
Losing
looking
my
for?
keys, my keys, my car keys.
But also the men's room key.
Right, did anybody
I'm
men's
seeing a lot of men in this room. The bathroom is open, and you know.
No one
ready
has
for
used the
use
men's
for
room
everybody.
key in a year.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling?
Good.
I'm good too. I am. I'm really happy to be here, you guys. Love you so much. Who's ready for this next comedian? It could be, it actually will be, it absolutely is one of you in this very room. I can't hear you. Who's ready for the comedy of Patty?
All right.
I can never get Aaron to cheer Patty. So give it to me one more time. Patty. This is so fucking great. Isn't this great?
Yeah.
I love this. Last night I was playing a gig. I was at this place, the Musty Pinata in Pacoima. It's beautiful. I wasn't actually in the show. I was just standing out in front and waving. Just kind of waving. And I was vaping because I'm hip. I like to vape. And a woman walked up to me and she goes, I want to show you a picture of my cat. And I said, that's okay. She goes, no, I would love to show you a picture of my cat. I said, okay. She opens up her phone and she shows me a picture of a gray tabby dressed in a cashmere V-neck sweater with a matching knit cap. Which is fucking embarrassing, right? Because I was wearing that exact same outfit. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to think against cats. The only thing wrong with a cat is it's not a dog. For me, that's the way that I feel. Personally, I don't know how you feel, Aaron, but that's how I feel. And many people, when they look at me, when they see this face, they say, Patty, how do you feel about this beef between Drake and Kendrick? It just springs to mind immediately. Have a gander at me, and I want to share with you how I feel. I really think it's unfair, because I think it's kind of like Kendrick fighting with Drake is a lot like Picasso battling a guy who's an expert at finger painting paper plates. In other words, young people like fucking paper plates and bright stuff, but he's outmatched. You understand what I mean? It's beef. It's beef, baby. But my question to you is, how can a vegan rapper have beef? He's a fucking... Drake is a... Am I wrong? He's a vegan. He can't have beef. He can have an Impossible Burger, which is what you call fake beef, which is what this really is. This is an orchestration. Listen to me. These two guys are sharp. They finally knocked Tay-Tay, who was in the #1 position for how long? 8 months? Yeah. They knocked her right off, right? Now knocked her off, and now Kendrick is #1, or no, Drake is #1, because young people like, you know, bright colors and paper plates and shit like that. But here's what my point is. First of all, I'm very happy Taylor Swift won the Super Bowl earlier this year. No, I say that because he's made it safe for white men to wear red baseball caps again, which is fucking great. And you know, I'm not really a fan, you know, of the Kansas City Chiefs. But I love my Tay-Tay. That's my jam. I gotta have some of that fucking Tay-Tay, because I'm in it. You know, don't look at me and make judgments. Like even the Tay-Tay, I like the icy spicy too. You feel me? Icy spicy. You know this icy spicy baby? She's fucking. Did you hear her song? You think you're the shit, fart? Oh no! Did you hear the one she just dropped yesterday? Oops, it's a wet one, shark. And then there's one last week, silent but deadly. The thing is, you think you're the shit fart is kind of this generation's you make me feel like a natural woman. If you think about it. A little bit. But I'm hip to it. I know what's going on, baby. I come from a neighborhood that was 80% black on the south side of Chicago. So I'm not like one of these, I'm in touch. My hand is on the pulse. But you know what I mean? I didn't just see black people on TV. I grew up with them. When I came here in 1975, there were only 4 black people on television. Flip Wilson, Bill Cosby, Jimmy J.J. Walker, and Fat Albert. And 2 of them are the same fucking person. And you can't, one of them you can't even speak their name and be politically correct. You know, you can't call people fat. You can't do it. But no, I'm lucky. I don't have one black friend. You know, the white guy that has the one black friend. That would be fucking racist. However, I am most of my black friends' only white friend. Which I understand. White people are a fucking trip. Really, you know what I mean? They're really, they're a trip. They're a lot to deal with. You know, like, this is a demographic that kisses its dog on the mouth, most likely, and is least likely to have face towels in their bathroom. Think about that. I'm not a racist, but that's just fucking nasty. I want to give a little tip to the children in here. Are there any? First of all, anybody have children? Okay, great. Now, any of you been a child? Any former children? Here's your little advice to you. If you call your parent by their first name, you are not the favorite. There will be fucking repercussions. Not the favorite. You know, my son Mandrake calls me by my first name, which I think it's his way of getting back at me for naming him Mandrake. But once again, Mandrake lives an alternative lifestyle. What are you going to do? He is give it up for the LGBTQ community. We should love who we want to love and be with who we choose to truly be, right? And if that's who he really is, I gotta love him. Am I right?
Yes.
Because I hate to think he just started sucking cock out of spite. But you know, when I think about it, I think I should have seen it coming. You know what I mean? His name is Mandrake. It's not easy. It's not easy. Any children? I've been married 31 years.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm what you call an evolved heterosexual. I know that no means no. Yes, I'm a man that's been married many years. I know that even yes means probably fucking not. Probably not gonna happen. Not gonna. My wife is, I don't think she's putting in the effort. You know what I mean? She's cutting down on sexual positions. Cutting down on sexual positions. She's cut down to 3 sexual positions. You know? Which is fine, Kenzie. But 2 of them don't involve me at all. Why am I paying for private Pilates instruction 3 times a week if a man can't get a little sweet, sweet loving? Hey, Ron! I don't know, I should probably look at something and just scream about it. Oh, I know what you're talking about when you talk about beef. See, some of you, it's nice to have some people that I can kind of relate to in a timeline and reference, right? Like beef. They're talking about beef. But we know the beef of old. You know what I mean? Albert, you remember back in the 70s when Donny Osmond called Michael Jackson the N-word?
No.
No, that was way back then. They wouldn't know. Go with the bit.
Okay, yes.
No,
horrible.
That was bad.
it was terrible. There was beef back then. Of course, you know, in Donnie's defense, Michael did call him a cracker ass cracker. It's okay. It's okay. I finally got my degree. It's an associate's degree in respiratory therapy. I got it at the George Floyd Community College. I finally got that. Take your fucking time. You'll get it in a moment. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, that's no good. All right. Hey, there was some talk of shoplifting earlier, and I just want to say something. You know, this, being as white as I am, takes all the worry out of my Christmas shoplifting. Walk in, pick out whatever I want, walk out. Let's face it, I have what's necessary to make it in this country. I have arrogance and confidence with a dollop of white privilege. And do not forget that dollop of white privilege. It helps. And do not deny the existence of white privilege. This is the United States of America. Since Christopher Columbus brought the white privilege here in 1492, it has existed here. He began the gentrification then, I think you know. Now I've completely lost my train of thought. Well, here's my point. Even Helen Keller had white privilege. She just couldn't see it either. You know what I mean? This is fantastic. You guys have been adequate. I want to thank you for the use of the hall. And there's no way to end this. There's no exactly way, but you guys have been great. Give yourself a round of applause. And remember, if you do find a woman's G-spot, make a little mark there. It makes it easier for the next guy. Okay, give it up for soon to prove this guy's been batty. You've been great. Samantha Linderman, give it up for Samantha Linderman.
Guys, I'm looking for my car keys, and I can't find them.
Is that not jingling on
While we look,
Can we find my car
Are
keys?
they
Can we
around
find-
their neck?
No.
if somebody
No.
don't play that game. No,
Don't play that.
If somebody finds the keys, you will be
Are these-
such a
are these-
hero.
are these-
Yes.
Are those the keys?
They're the
The keys have been found. And oh, the lights on is great. Who's ready for this next comment
Thank you.
though?
Yeah.
Not me. Wait till I
Oh,
leave.
we're not ready. No.
One more time for Samantha, guys. And Jason.
One time I stole baby powder from a liquor store and I poured it off the balcony and I pretended it was snow. Can you guess I'm from LA? Maybe. Just so you guys know, we're trying to vape outside more. I just want to let everyone know. What else? Yeah, that light. Jason, just do light right now, really quick for me, please. So we'll give you one at 2 minutes left, and then if you get past 10, you're gonna flash it, and you'll know because it's like right there. It's way bigger than before. It's a grower in a shower. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Who's ready for this next comedian? Please clap it up. Welcome to the stage. You've seen him, you love him. He's here tonight with us. Give it up for Albert Linton, everybody.
Thank you, Sam. Keep it going for Sam. Yeah, and everybody else who's seen. I thought I was going to come up a little later because I haven't paid yet. But I'm going to pay before I leave.
I know.
So it's good to be here. I was in jail 2 hours ago. So
Hey.
it's really good to be here. I'm just kidding. I have been watching TV. It appears that Sean P. Diddy Combs is a piece of shit, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa, man, that's
Something going on with that?
that's that documentary that I've been watching. It was scary to think that that guy is that way, rapist, with that much power, that much money, that much influence. Man, and I thought he was just a cool dude, hot or something like that. No, he was like a piece of. Is he alive still? He's still alive,
Oh,
right?
he's still alive. Oh, yeah.
Well, his career is dead.
Yeah.
He may be alive,
Yeah.
but his career is dead. I mean, they talk some real, unbelievable stuff about him. Said some unbelievable things. I mean, the number of sexual assaults. Why do they call it a sexual assault when what it actually is rape? What happened to the word rape? They don't use that anymore. Now it's sexual assault. Doesn't that kind of diminish it just a little? Makes it a little less horrifying than it actually is. I like to stick to the old word, marriage. Thank you. I'll be performing all night long. Rape, man. All right. Anyway, I didn't want to talk about rape.
I want to open with rape.
So, I need to pay you.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay. All
I
right.
know you're gonna.
It's
We know
all
where to find you.
What's open?
I went to church yesterday, and that was fun because there are a lot of hot girls at church. I mean, they're all dressed unhot, these big oversized dresses and things like that. And you can't stare, but me being the kind of freak that I am, I'm like, oh, it's a woman.
Oh my god.
I look hard at women. I never look at men twice. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Go away. Well, I'm a female. Yeah, you can stay. So I guess I'm a sexist. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I am, actually. Anyway. What else is going on? Yeah, I'm not doing anything. I pretty much sit around the house day in and day out, watch TV, try to do some writing, make a few phone calls, then I eat. Then I sit back down and watch. I have two large screen TVs just sitting right next to each other in my living room. So I have 2 programs going on all the time. And then I'll turn my radio on too. Right. And of course, then I light up my joints and just lay there all day. All day, every day. I only go out on Sunday so I can pray for forgiveness, ask Jesus to forgive me for my sins, and then once he does, I go and I start sinning again. Yeah, because I know I can be forgiven again. Yeah, that's how I play it, and I do that for real, actually. I pray for forgiveness, and then I go and sin again. But is there like a limit on the number of sins? Like if you do 10 sins, that means you can't get into heaven? Is that how that works? Is there a number, or is it infinite? You can be forgiven as many times as you need to be forgiven. Anybody got any ideas on that?
That's infinite.
As many as we want.
What is
As many as you want.
As many as you want.
As long as you confess.
Yes.
Yeah, as long as you confess. That's kind of Catholic, isn't it?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, okay. So I guess I'm kind of Catholic without even knowing it. You know? So, anyway, I sin all the time. It's a lot of fun to sin. Because you know you're flirting with disaster in the afterlife. But you're not there yet, and you don't know when you're going to go, so why not sin now? Because you can be forgiven before you get there. That's how it works. Isn't it? At least I hope so. Otherwise, we'll be in serious trouble. Please forgive me, let me in. Me knocking on heaven's door trying to get in. Nope, sorry. You're going to hell, son.
Thought you found a loophole.
Back to earth. Back down there with the people. Yeah. Sean P. Diddy Combs. I can't believe that, man. The number of rapes that guy did. He was worse than Bill Cosby.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oof.
And I mean, and I thought Cos. Okay, I'll say this. Sean P. Diddy Combs was nowhere near loved as much as Bill Cosby was. Everybody in America loved Bill Cosby. Everybody in America felt let down when we realized that he was not the motherfucking rapist. But he had a little twist to his rape. He would invite someone up, then he'd drug them, and boom, right? Rape them. Give them drugs, knock them out, knock the woman out, right? What kind of sex is that where she's asleep? Oh, that's marriage. Oh! No, that's, I don't know. My wife used to tell me, oh, I'll be asleep, so if you want to have sex with me, go ahead. What's the point? What's the point? Why would I have sex with you when you were asleep? Right? You know I speak English in this room? Am I the only one? But of course, well, you know, she's dead now, so. She actually is. So. I didn't fuck with her die. She didn't die from me having sex with her, don't get me wrong. No, she died from some other kind of shit. She died because she killed herself because she was fucking stupid. I mean, how do you do that? How do you ever get to a point where you think the answer is you just take your own life? Anyone ever been there? Yeah. At that point in their life? Yeah. Really? I don't know how you got there, bro. I'm glad you didn't. But I don't know how you got there. I lived with a woman for 10 years. We were married for 10 years. 10 years. And she did that. She killed herself. And I'm like, what the? No words. There was no words to describe it, you know? It was like, man, I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? My mind was reeling, and I was going crazy. I was just losing it. And then I remembered the one good thing about our relationship. The one good thing that made all of that worth it. And that was the day that we bought the life insurance policy on that. Seriously, I'm serious. Because when I was looking at her dead and I'm thinking my life is over, and then I was like, oh, no. We have life insurance on her. Things are going to be okay. Yeah. So, that's something that's hard to, so what do I have, like 10 minutes now?
2 minutes.
Oh, okay, I'll take 20. That's something that's hard to deal with. Someone you love actually committing suicide, killing themselves, you know? And then you find them and they're like dead. Damn. And that was good pussy. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not gonna get that again. that was a rough day. That was a rough hour. Actually, that was a rough 5 years. It took me that long to get over it. I only got over it after. It's interesting. I got over her when my dog died, because it was our dog, hers and mine. And when he died, then I felt free. Felt like I was no longer connected to the whole situation. So after I buried him, I was okay. Then I left El Paso and came to California. And how did I even get on all this? This is so sad. There's nothing funny about it at all. But that's when I felt like it was okay to start life again, start living again, start doing things again, and start meeting people again, and start looking for women, because I love women, because women are the best. And since then, I've met a lot of women, but they all hate me. So I'm like, oh, life has not changed. Things are still the same. I love them, they hate me. That's the way that goes. That's okay, I just keep right on pushing along, regardless of what it is. So, my name is Albert Linton. You can find me at Albert Linton Comedy on Instagram, or Albert Linton Comedy on Facebook. Oh, my show is out. I was watching my show. It came on earlier today. It's called Lace, and it was on HBO. And all of my scenes, I saw all of my scenes. Right, I had like 3 really hot scenes, not hot sexually, but intense with the other actors. So I got to sit back and say, damn, I have the worst hairline in the history of bad hairlines. How did I get, Mom, what happened? But it's kind of shocking to be sitting there watching TV, and then your scene is coming up, and you watch yourself deliver the lines and do the reaction and do the whole thing. I had like 3 scenes in the show is called Lace. You can see it on HBO all back. And thanks very much. Woo! Welcome, Sam!
Come on, Robert, everybody! He makes me wonder what my grandpa might be thinking during Rummy Q. You know what I mean? I'm like, is he thinking about this shit? Really? I don't know. I love women. I mean, women are the best, dude. As a woman, I don't know. Mental health, we touched on it a bit. You're in the bathroom? Okay, yeah. Yeah, when I'm on stage, go to the bathroom, please, in the restroom. Not right here. Anybody ever been to group therapy? That shit was fun. I miss it. No, I don't, because I come here. No, I'm kidding. I hate people are like, this is just like group therapy. It's not. In group therapy, you cannot get a word out edgewise. You think that you get 10 minutes to talk in group therapy? You wish. You wish. You were just sitting there. Honestly, you're sitting in group therapy like you're a comic waiting to perform. And go. Give it up for Jackie, everybody. Yeah. Sitting in group, she's like, this one's like group therapy, run. No, I'm kidding. Just sitting in group therapy waiting for your time to your type 5, and everyone's like, this isn't before that. And I was like, really? Because I also thought this wasn't just to hear about your diabetes, Deborah. I didn't think that was a mental health issue, Deb. I thought we were gonna get a little deeper. But who is ready for our next comedian? I'm so excited to see this guy. He makes me laugh. I consider him an LA School of Comedy regular at this point. Can I please hear some noise for Aaron McIntyre, everybody?
Hey everybody, Aaron McIntyre. You only have to know Aaron. And Patty over here, P-A-T-T-Y, by the way.
P-D.
P-A-T-T-Y. Because he keeps saying A-A-Ron. It's not A-A-Ron. You should know better. It's A-E-Ron. Much more exotic. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's Aaron. If you Google me, just put in A-E-R-O-N. First thing will come up in Google. It's a really nice, comfy lawn chair from IKEA. Number 2, me. Aaron McIntyre. There ain't no more of us. I am clean and sober.
Yeah.
Haven't had a drink or any kind of illicit drugs or anything like that for about 20 hours. So, right after this, I'm going to my meeting. I'm going to pick up my 24-hour chip. I've got about 8,850. Once I hit 10,000, I'm going to quit. That's the deal I've made myself, because that's what we do. I also talked about this a little bit before, but I learned some really interesting information over this last week. I am like the biggest pussy you'll ever meet. The biggest pussy I have ever met in my life. 3 fights in my whole life. First fight was 2 seconds long. Second fight was 1 second long. Third one was about 3 minutes, and he pulled a knife on me. That's another story. But yeah, I just don't like pain. I mean, I just really, I am not afraid of dying. Take me now, God, fuck you, huh? Fuck you, huh? Wherever fuck God is, I don't know where God is. Anyway, I'm not afraid of dying, but I really don't like pain. I think that's one of the reasons that I can't get a pedicure. We were talking about foot jobs before, pedicures. You could actually start to go toward my feet, and I will start screaming like a little girl, dancing around. So, if anybody wants to see that, you know what to do. Yeah, I just really don't like pain, so I'm a big pussy. But I found out that I'm actually not a big pussy, because I had the whole thing wrong. See, I thought that a pussy, you were talking about like woman's pussy, and they were saying you're like a woman's pussy. But I found out that's not true. It's not. It's from pusillanimous. I learned that from another comic, another bit, so I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's pusillanimous, and it means, disgustingly chicken-hearted, or something like that. It's not the official thing, but it's close. But so, yeah, so I'm actually not a big pussy. I'm a big pusy. So now I know the difference. Women have pussies, and I was always wondering, is the pussy, is that the actual vagina lips, or is the pussy kind of just the general area? Is it just the little triangle? Maybe you could help me out. Miss Sam, do you know? What is the pussy like? I'm thinking this area right here is good. No hips. They're different. They're different. The hips are different. Thighs are different. But belly is different. But pussy. Anyway. Let's see here. I started wearing hoodies, and you know how some people can wear hats? Like, some people can wear, this dude can wear a fucking hat, right? I put that on, you don't want to see that. It's really fucking bad. Hats, no matter what, it takes me forever. I found that I have to find a baseball cap that fits really close to my head here and sticks out, because if there's a little puff up here, it just looks ridiculous. And the hood, I thought it was going to be cool because, it gets a little cold outside sometimes when you go out. I was really shocked at how my wispy blonde nothing hair actually kept my head warm, because when I shaved it all off, it was fucking freezing. So, but I can't wear a hood because, see, I look like a fucking garden gnome. Don't you think? It's like sitting out front with a shovel. I actually went to New Zealand. My daughter lives in New Zealand. I went to New Zealand, so I got to see Hobbiton. Anybody ever been to Hobbiton? The little hobbit place where they made the Lord of the Rings. Fucking amazing. I mean, this guy was really smart. They made the first Lord of the Rings. They built the whole place out. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I'll do it anyway. Built the whole place out, made the Hobbit village, but they made it kind of shitty. They made it like just the walls outside, because they were just doing exterior shots. And then when they came back to make the next movie, they were like, we got to do it again. And the guy's like, well, if you're going to do it, here's my rules. You're going to have to build a fucking town, a real fucking town that looks like that. And you're going to have to leave it here, and then we're going to make it a tourist attraction. And that dude is fucking cleaning up. I went there, and there was 20 buses, probably 150 cars. All these people walking around, going into these little hobbit things, you know, and it's like, and they build some of them like really small so that, but so they all look the same size, but it's the perspective thing and all that shit. And I just thought that was amazing. And again, I don't know why. Oh, you were talking about Alexa.
Yeah.
My mom. I talked about my mom before. My mom, I got her an Alexa. I was like, you know, because she couldn't see. I took care of her for a while, but I did a shitty job. She died. But anyway, she loved to listen to books. And so I got her an Alexa so that she could, you know, so she wouldn't have to see what she was doing because she couldn't see anything. And she'd just lay back in her little lounge chair, you know, and listen to these books. But she could never get the fucking name right. Alicia! Alemnia! Lucy! She would say every fucking name in the book, and it was like, oh my god, I fucking spent all this money on getting this stupid thing, and then I would have to go in and go, Alexa! What is the wind speed in Alamosa? And then Alessia would tell us who it was. Oh God. What else? Yeah, I was thinking a lot about, I've been thinking a lot about abortion. You know, I think that's kind of a cheery subject for us baby and pepperoni pizza eating Democrats, don't you think? But more importantly, reproductive rights. Because I think that women should incorporate. You know, if you just incorporate, they cannot sue you, they cannot stop you from stopping your production. If you are a producer in this country, this is a capitalist society, and if we put a price tag on babies, and we say babies are going to be $600,000 per baby, and if you make one of them, that's pretty much the life expectancy, that's what we're, you know, average gonna get. Then if they incorporate, then nobody can touch them, and they can stop production anytime they want. But I was thinking about all these people who are all right to life, you know, blah, 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 I want to have a, you know, it's an innocent life, and life is only precious if it's innocent. If it's not innocent, then fuck it, you know, just get rid of it. Just put them in the chair and get rid of them. But I think of people who are like always looking around at other people going, you're not living your life right. That's wrong. That's wrong because I say it's wrong, and it says so in the Bible, or it says so in the Quran, or it says so in the Hindu texts, or whatever the fuck it is. And they try to judge you, and they say, what you're doing is not right. What you're doing is wrong. You cannot be gay. You cannot be, men cannot kiss other men. And I'd say, you know, I mean, come on, you know, if you don't like it, just look the other way, you know? Treat it like a car wreck you see on the freeway, you know? Just you know, do what you do when you see a car wreck on the freeway. And, you know, check it out that way. Because really, seriously, you know, if I want to fuck a donkey, what do you care? I mean, sometimes I like to tap a little ass, you know? So if I want to fuck a donkey, I can fuck, as long as it's not your fucking donkey, right?
No,
not your donkey.
Leave my donkey out of this.
And as long as it's consensual, right? As long as the donkey says, yeah, baby, come on. Yeah, if I want to fuck a bowl of pasta, I can fuck a bowl of bow tie pasta if I want to. A little olive oil sprinkled on, can't have the basil because I'm a little allergic, but other than that, I'm good to go. I just don't get it. But yeah, I'm a little upset about that. A little upset about all of the judgment, all of the judginess, all the judgers out there who think that they've got the fucking world on a string and sitting on a rainbow. It was Frank Sinatra singing that. That's right, sing it with me, Patty.
I got the world on a string,
sitting on a rainbow. Got the ring around my finger. Hey, what a life. I'm in love. And with those lovely tones, let us bring up the fabulous Samantha Litterman.
Give it up for Aaron, everybody! Welcome back, everybody! How was the restroom?
It was alright.
It was great. It was the best ever.
Fabulous.
Well, who's ready for, this is not our headliner of the evening, but for the people watching at home, this is your headliner. It's just another reason to come in person and see whatever surprise treats we have for you afterwards. But I have the absolute pleasure and honor and excitement to bring up this next comedian. You've waited this long, and I'm glad you did, and you're glad you did, because you get to see the comedy of Anya, everybody! Coming from the couch to the stage. Get up here. This is you.
Okay, wow. Yep, right here. Okay. For those of you at home, you guys don't know who's here, who you guys are missing out on, but we actually have Dave Chappelle in the back right there. Dave is trying, he's really trying to be low key, but he said, I just talked to him, he said I could say this. Eddie Murphy's been walking in and out. He's just here. He's not even performing, he's just here. He doesn't want to be on camera though, so it's just like personal things, bro. I understand. Because I don't know if was Mark here today? No.
No.
All right, here's your politics. Now imagine. Imagine. Nah, I'm not tapped in. But imagine if I was. I'd be watching CNN like in passing though, because my parents like addicted to news. Like as immigrants, they always need to know what's going on at all times, because they're like, if we need to go, like we need to know. Yeah, it's like this. It's hilarious. But apparently, some New York governor had said that she was like, I'm doing this for the young black kids that don't know how to use computers in the Bronx. And I'm like, have you ever been on SoundCloud, bro? We know how to use computers, bro. We all are rappers. How do you think we're doing it without computers, bro? What? That's so wild that she said that. Like, she thought she was so correct. Like, that's crazy. Just saying that, like, in a public platform, like, with cameras. You feel me? I don't know. You think if you're in, like, politics, you would, like, be more, I don't know, concerned with that, with, like, your public image. But I feel like there's just, like, ignorance is just, it's not their fault. I just feel like as time passes, it's like we can't have people in power that were, like, I don't know. I feel like you see as time passes, like life moves forward, we go generation to generation, like there's new laws improved, like, you know, they're like, this is actually fucked up, this is actually good, this is actually cool, you know, like things kind of, you know, move forward, and it's like when we have old people in power, it's like everything's moving forward but the people making the decisions. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense, and this isn't even like a joke, I'm just thinking out loud. Maybe there's something there if I ever want to get political. Maybe one day. But until then, I recently discovered that I'm not addicted to sports betting, but I really enjoy like how it makes you feel when you watch the game. But I'm not dedicated enough. Like I've seen people bet like $400, $200, even $100. Too many dollars for me. I don't care how many dollars you're winning. It's not enough. You're putting in too much, risking too much. Me, I'm a fun gambler. I'm like $5 here, $1 here, but it's like never like a reasonable gamble. It's like $5 to win like 5 million. Like I want to like hit the jackpot. Like I want the black trucks to come to my house. Like how did you know? You feel me? Like, that's how I'm trying to hit the gambling every now and then. But I realized that I can't deal with the losses either, because I think of all the other things I could have done with that $5, you feel me? So like now I can only bet like boxing, you feel me? Because like even if I lose, like he paid the price for the loss. Like it's like when basketball players lose, like they're smiling, handshaking everybody, like they still having a good day, and I kiss their girlfriend on the side. You know, I'm still blessed to be here. Like no, a boxer when he loses my money, like scraping him up off the ground, like his blood's pooling on the ground. Like is he okay? We don't know. I'm like, see? Had you got me that $5, all the other boxers, look, man, look, if you don't give me my money. Stupid. Dude, it's so weird. When, speaking of generations not being comfortable with things moving forward,
So in Nigeria, there's like this really big thing with kidnapping, right? They do like, and it's not like they're kidnapping kids. Like they do that too, but they also kidnap whole ass adults. Like you would like 42-year-old man kidnapped. Like it's crazy. They still call it kidnapping because I guess we don't have like man napping. You know, that doesn't sound as serious, but it's still called kidnapping. You know, which is crazy. I don't know. Webster Dictionary, tap in. We got some words. We can figure it out. But it's still called kidnapping, and the way they do it is like they'll like have people kind of track you, and they say like if you're a target or somebody they're trying to get. They kind of will just have eyes on you, kind of learn your patterns, and then like somebody will just come like basically when you're at like maybe the grocery or something when you're leaving, just like pull up, get in the van, you know, guns to your head, all that type of shit. And a really big way they were doing it was through like taxi cabs and like those type of vans. Like, and again, nothing to worry about if you're going to Africa, because I'm sure they're not targeting you, but like they usually do like politicians and stuff. It's really corrupt over there. Don't worry about it. You're not there. Don't worry about it. It's corrupt here too, but it's different. But because of that, my dad was like super against like taxis, and then Uber came out, and it was like he could not believe like how dumb Americans were. Like he's like Uber came out, and I downloaded it, and like I was coming back from like college one day, and I was like, oh, I'm just Uber home, and he freaked the fuck out. Like I texted that, he calls me immediately. He's like, I got you. Have you lost your mind? Just let them take you like this. I'm like, well, I'm paying him to do it. It's not like he's like, oh, you're cute, let me take you home. Like, no, it's like I'm paying this guy to drive me home. So I will never step foot in Uber. I will never step foot in Uber. That is foolishness. They will just steal you away. You just be going like that. And I was like, I understood because of the trauma of Nigeria, like why he was so uncomfortable with that. But I always find like, I'm a really like, I don't know, I like to play pranks on my family. And they're not even filmed. Like it's like usually when people do pranks, they like film it like, it's all a prank, here's the camera. You just gotta believe me when I say that it's a prank. My dad's like coming back from like some business trip, and he was like from fucking Baltimore or something. He comes back and he calls me and he's like, oh, can you pick me up? And I was like, honestly, I'm actually a little out the city right now, but I can just pay for an Uber and they can come pick you up. Like, don't worry about it. And I hang up the phone. And my dad starts spam calling me like back to back to back, and I'm just not even reacting. I'm just like, put my phone down, not responding, leaving the most hateful of messages, so angry. Like, have you understand? You want to just take me away? So you don't care about me? That's how you feel about me? I brought you to America. That's how you feel about me? You don't care about me? Like, just different rants. So I was like, hey man, I answered like, sorry, I got busy, I'm at my work. But I can send the Uber, like they'll be there at 5, but don't worry, like I got the number, the zip code, like the license plate, everything. And so like my dad's like pissed. He's like, okay, fine, if they take me away, you'll see how life will be. You see how hard life is when I'm gone. I'm like, okay, whatever, you're dramatic. So like he's at the airport, and I'm like, all right, what gate are you at so I can send the Uber? He sends the gate, and I pull up and I see my dad like sunglasses, black shirt, black jacket, holding his luggage as tight as possible. Like he looks like, I don't know, like he just left prison. Like he looks so serious. Like he's trying to like give off this look of just like, don't try this shit with me. I'm like, bro, it's a fucking Uber, bro. Like relax, bro. Most you'll get is a shitty conversation, bro. It's okay. Just hearing about people's life stories. I love Uber though. It's not shitty to me. I'm a talker and I love people's business that isn't mine. Because their problems are their problems. Like when I leave this Uber, I don't care anymore. Like, this guy was like venting to me. I think I have a face of like, I should have been a therapist. I feel like I would have been very successful. Because like, the comfortability that people have to just open up their entire lives to me in a 7-minute Uber ride is crazy. Mind blowing. Like I know this man's kids. I know what his kids doing in class. I know that he doesn't think his wife is really going to work when she says she's going to work. I'm like, what do I do? Like, how do I help you, sir? Other than be an ear. But when I find myself getting involved in other people's business, I really enjoy it because I can get really, really like, I can hop to one side of the argument and heavily be on that side because it doesn't involve me in any way. Like there was one time this girl was telling me, she was like, yeah, there's this girl that works with me and she's been just calling off work and using the same doctor's note every time. And then this past one she used, we like compared it to the last note and it's the exact same doctor's notes. And she's saying she has anxiety so she can't come to work even though she works remote. She can't open a computer because of anxiety. I'm not saying that they can't do that because of anxiety. I'm not saying that it doesn't limit you. But open a computer in your own house in the comfort of your own room? Suspicious. So I'm asking more questions. I'm like, so what do you think she was doing? Like, what time did she leave? Like, what time did she stop responding to messages? She said, oh, she stopped responding on Thursday. We had work Friday. We got an emergency call Saturday. She didn't respond to nothing until Monday. I said, okay, she had a good weekend. Let's tap in. What the fuck is her Instagram? I'm searching up the Instagram from the back seat. I'm like, what is her name? I'm looking to shorty up. We found out she was at the Jonas Brothers concert. I'm screenshotting photos and airdropping it to the shorty that's driving the vehicle. So we need to fire this hoe. She needs to get out of here because she doesn't care about her job. And honestly, as an unemployed person myself, I will take her job.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
There are plenty of people that will work her job. Honestly, fuck the Jonas. I would never go to a Jonas Brothers concert again if you hire me. I'll fight all three of them niggas right now. I'll show you I'm dedicated to the company. I don't know. I did get her contact though. I will be applying for that position. We'll see how it goes. I know what not to do. But thank you guys so much for the time. Shout out to y'all. My name's Anye. It's Onyewest. I know I have a little time, but you know, a little more. I got like, what, 1 minute? I don't even know if I have anything else for y'all. Sorry. I just be writing random shit. Who decides the colors for cancer ribbons? What does that mean, Anye? I don't understand. Why did I have beef with that? What does that even mean? I just don't know who decides who gets what color, but I feel like the people who gave breast cancer pink were like, okay, it's women, that makes sense. And then I think, what's blue? Is that prostate cancer? Do we know? Does anyone know the color of prostate cancer? Do we not? Awareness. Let me give y'all something before we leave.
Brown.
Let me give y'all something before we leave. Do we know the color?
It's brown.
It's brown. That's so mean.
Hard to get my head all the way
That's
up.
so mean. I hope it's not brown. Let's Google. It's a light blue, guys.
Oh, nice.
All right. Stomach cancer is periwinkle blue. Bone cancer is yellow. That makes sense. Bone cancer is like bone, like off-white yellow. Google. What's your cancer color? That's not even. Why is this a quiz? Fred, what is this? What's your cancer color? Oh, this is not funny. Lung cancer is white. Like air. That makes sense. Air. Brain cancer is pink. Or no, it's gray. Breast cancer is pink. Liver cancer is emerald green. Okay. Emerald green.
It's from drinking and
Bile.
figure out the emerald vials.
Lymphoma is lime green. Guys.
Lymphoma?
Oh my god. No.
Sorry.
Guys, what are we doing here? We're not making cancer jokes. I'm just informing you guys. This is life.
Yes, we are making cancer jokes. What are you
Oh
doing?
my god,
exactly
I am
what
not
just
partaking.
happened.
Oh,
That's
colon
exactly
cancer
what
is dark blue. So guys, remember what you're representing when you wear your colors and wear them proudly. Fuck all cancer. I hope everyone beats it in the butt. Alright, bye.
Yeah. You ever think like lymphoma has beef with cervical cancer, so they need to kind of fight it out for the right color?
Give it up for Anya West, everybody! Please stay seated and stay the amazing audience that you've been this whole night. Thank you for staying. Please give it up for your producer, Jason Ham, everybody. Jackie's here. Give it up for Jackie. Sunda, we love you. Mark, we miss you. So everybody watching at home, we are here every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can come and just watch. You can come and perform. It's a supportive place. What else? We do podcasting. We have our kids classes coming up soon. Kids. I know that sounded crazy. Kids class coming. Stop it. Are we live? No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we're having. Guys, I've been Sam. Good night. You can find me on Instagram at SamLikeTBH. You can find me here at LA School of Comedy. And good night, Los Angeles, New York, Texas.